XRP sitting at $2.22 at the time of recording. Bitcoin at 102,000. Crypto market's holding up pretty good because you have to remember we're hitting a huge liquidity crunch right now. We'll look at some more indicators of that during this government shutdown. We're just a few weeks out from the biggest liquidation event in crypto history, still recovering from that massive crash out. And so we're going to have to work through this, but we see this 125 billion in 5 days. Fed quietly floods banks with cash again, the biggest since the pandemic. And again, this is part of the liquidity crunch that we're going through right now. And you see it showing up in the crypto market. It will show up within the stock market as well. Things will get ugly if this continues. But breaking news, according to Politico, there may be a deal on the table to reopen the government. That's going to help a lot with what we're dealing with here. So we got to get by this, start getting those ETFs out there, and start on the path to recovery. So far, the crypto market's held up okay, but that won't continue. You will see stress, major stress in the stock market and financial markets. I mean, you see banks, they're having to get flooded with cash from the Federal Reserve. If this continues, it's going to get painful, but maybe there's a deal on the table here that can be done. Make sure if you're watching this video right now, hit that subscribe button for daily crypto updates. Really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. We'll keep the content coming here. Now, Ripple RLUSD to power Mastercard credit card settlements on the XRP ledger. Again, this is with the Gemini credit card, so it's not, their whole network. They're going to be, bunching these transactions and settling them in bulk. And this is what I really want to talk about because I covered this yesterday. There was this joke going around when this was first announced of, well, Solana has Western Union, but Mastercard's much bigger, and this kind of stuff is funny. I was laughing at that. I think Alex Cobb ran that out, but, this is the big deal. There's enough deals to go around. There's enough deals for Solana and XRP Ledger and Ethereum. There's just going to be a lot of onboarding of traditional finance onto the blockchain, and you're going to see a lot of deals happen. It's not like you're going to get shut out here, that any winner take all or anything like that. If you're a blockchain with utility and you see a lot of building going on, there's going to be major onboarding. So just remember that. Of course, we like to go after each other in the competitive kind of mindset, but it doesn't matter. There are plenty of TradFi deals to go around out there, and you're going to continue to see this. There's just going to be a lot of success in blockchain. Ripple President Monica Long saying no plan, no timeline for an IPO, but I think they're building towards that. They are getting these businesses matured. They're stable coins, they're custody businesses. And I really think they want to see what True North does. Does True North, this $1 billion XRP fund, does it trade at a premium? Because that's going to mean a lot. If it does, well, the biggest digital asset treasury there is Ripple, and they should too. So they want to see how the market's going to react to True North. I think that's its main purpose, to be honest with you. Beyond, we just want an XRP DAT to compete along there with the Solana and the Ethereum DATs. They want to see how the market's going to react to this. How do they treat these digital asset treasuries that hold XRP? And so, if we're looking into 2026 and, only North or North is forever, whatever the heck it's called, this $1 billion DAT with XRP, if it's trading at a premium and Ripple's businesses are maturing and the business is looking good, they very well may IPO. I think they have to see things play out a bit, but it's looking bullish as you get. Now, this is a big statement by BlackRock. They just dropped a big bombshell at Ripple Swell. BlackRock exec Maxwell Stein says the global financial system is already ready for large-scale blockchain adoption here, and that the infrastructure from Ripple could soon move tons of money on chain. You got to be careful with making big proclamations nowadays on crypto YouTube, but you can see it on the screen there. Even NASDAQ CEO, once regulations hit, institutions will flood in. That's what we're waiting for, right? Institutions, they're not going to want to make this transition, and then, regulators down the road are coming after them. But once that happens, they're already getting serious, but you're going to see really people flood into this space and using the chain for a utility purpose, whatever chain you're using. That's the big deal. Yeah, these ETFs are going to allow investors. That's great. But what's really going to drive value is adopting this technology for the purpose it's designed for. That's what really shows value long term. And that's what we're working towards. And I think we're going to see a lot of that here shortly. It's just a matter of time. Now, this was pretty interesting. Grayscale says no fees, all rewards, 100% staking with Solana exposure right in your brokerage account with Grayscale Solana Trust. And this is what I want to see. These proof of stake blockchains, these are going to be really popular in ETFs where someone can buy something like GSOL, this Solana ETF, and they can earn back a dividend either monthly or quarterly and more crypto. There's going to be a whole bunch of bundled products as well where you can get exposure to multiple chains like this and earn back a crypto dividend. That's exciting. And I can't wait to see that really hit the main, Ethereum ETFs, things like that. We see Kathy Wood here. ARK just bought 240,000 shares of BitMine. So remember this, that's the Ethereum DApp. They are going to use leverage to try to grow their Ethereum holdings. Of course, they're going to have staking rewards as well. Tom Lee is the head of BitMine. So this is bullish. People are starting to make big acquisitions here within the crypto space, front running that government reopening. Hopefully it happens. And if it does, things are going to be awful bullish here. And people like Kathy Wood trying to get in position. Hedge funds ramp up crypto use after Trump's regulatory push here. We've seen hedge funds out there with crypto exposure grow from 47 to 55%. So your big money, they're getting more comfortable. They're making an allocation to this space here. And that's only going to continue to grow as we go forward. We see Dusty BC Crypto saying the following: breaking. Tether just bought 961 Bitcoin worth $98.9 million in their treasury. So Tether, unlike Ripple stablecoin that's fully backed by treasuries, or Circle or some of these other ones, they hold other assets, one of them being Bitcoin. And what I would say is this is just bullish, seeing people jump in here, using this time, this dip, this pullback, whatever you want to call it, to acquire more crypto for the long term. And, we may see a lot of people make this move. Michael Saylor, I haven't heard if he has made any big purchases. He may be feeling the liquidity crunch as well. I'm sure he can't wait for this shutdown to end, and you probably will see him start buying aggressively. Just a lot of money getting ready to pour into this space. We just got to work through the current times. Lastly, my EDM AI alter ego. I have the new album out. Check it out. Link down in the description and the pinned comment. It's my belief that people will start to see AI, artificial intelligence, as an instrument the same way you would a drum machine, the same way you would see a synthesizer. It's really amazing what you can do now. If you're into that kind of music, well, check it out. See if you like it. Let me know what you think down below. As always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.